Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is Monty Puck with Puckin' Around, and today we are reviewing the February 3rd, 2026 game between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Edmonton Oilers as they play their last game before the Olympic break. Almost 2 minutes into the game, Kasperi Kapanen hits Oliver Ekman-Larsson behind the Leafs net and knocks his stick out of his hand. He then finds Leon Draisaitl in front and he rips a shot that Stolarz is able to save. With just over 13 and a half left in the period, Nick Robertson rushes hard to negate an icing, and he puts the puck out front to Nick Waugh, who tries to outweight Connor Ingram, but Ingram stays with him and makes a nice stop. With 9 to go, Connor McDavid slips in alone on Stolarz and tries to put the puck around him, but Stolarz stretches out to make the save as OEL takes down McDavid and gets called for the trip. A minute into the second period, Bobby McMann gets a breakaway, but Ingram makes a nice blocker stop. Then with around 15 and a half left in the period, Brandon Carlo leans into Connor McDavid and stands him up as he falls awkwardly. And then almost a whole minute later, while the Oilers are in the Leaf zone, Darnell Nurse drops the mitts and dominates a fight with Carlo, much to the chagrin of McDavid, who didn't seem pleased with the scrap, probably because they were in the offensive zone trying to set up a play, and Nurse went and started a scrap so long after the hit was laid. But I'll give him credit where credit is due. He made Carlo look like a human being rather than a giant. With just under 13 left in the second, a Jake McCabe point shot is deflected between the legs by Matthias Maccelli and past Ingram to make it 1-0 Toronto. Then with just under 9, Evan Bouchard sets up a Connor McDavid one-timer that Anthony Stolarz slides across the stop. Off the draw immediately after that save, Jake Wallman blasts one through traffic and in to tie the game at 1 apiece. However, only 7 seconds later, Connor Ingram passes the puck from behind his net to Darnell Nurse after the Leafs had dumped it in, but the puck bounces on him, and Nick Waugh gets possession and sets up Matthew Knies in front, who goes to the backhand around a sprawling Ingram as he returns to the crease, and it is 2-0 Leafs. Heading into the third with 16 minutes left in the game, Troy Stecher passes to Max Domi, and he wrists one that Connor Ingram gloves down. With 15 and a half, Vasily Podkolzin drops a pass to Kasperi Kapanen in the Leaf zone, and he dekes past a Max Domi poke check attempt and rips it over the glove of Stolarz to tie the game 2-2. Then the Leafs get a 5-on-3 as they finally draw some penalties after like 3 or 4 games without any power plays. And with about 12:20, William Nylander finds John Tavares on the doorstep and he taps it in to make it 3-2 Toronto as he gets his 20th of the season. Then with just under 12, still on the power play, Max Domi sets up a Matthias Maccelli one-timer that beats Ingram to make it 4-2 Leafs as he scores his second of the night. And then with just over 2.5 left in the game, Bobby McMann dumps the puck from the Leaf zone and into the empty net after the Oilers pulled Ingram for the extra attacker, and he ices this one off as the Leafs win 5-2 heading into the Olympic break. Thank you guys very much for listening. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all after the Olympic break, back with the reviews, although I will probably be reviewing some of the Olympic games, definitely the Canadian games. I'll probably do the American ones. I don't know how many others I'll do because the schedule is quite hectic, obviously, with the time change. But thanks again for listening, and peace out.